It's been 11 years. 11 years since the entire gaming community was lured into a haunted hallway and then collectively body slammed as it was taken away from us. And yes, I still haven't recovered. Okay, let's talk about PT, aka Playable Tester, aka Permanently Terminated. Back in the ancient year of 2014, a weird little demo mysteriously appeared on the PlayStation Store with zero funfare and even less explanation. No trailer, no press release, just here you go, have fun, try not to piss yourself. You see this, so you download it, play it, and you're dropped into this looping hallway that looks like a Pinterest board for suburban nightmares. You got a nice lamp here, some weird radio static there. Oh, and a ghost named Lisa that wants to turn your spinal cord into some spaghetti. You walk through that hallway over and over again, each loop a little more cursed than the last. And the brilliant part is, it never told you what to do. No objectives, no markers, no press X to not die, just vibes. Just terrifying, horror-soaked vibes. It was a puzzle box of horror, and the internet lost its mind over it. And then plot twist, turns out that this PT was no random indie horror experience. Nope, it was a secret playable teaser for the new Silent Hills. Yeah, you heard me right, plural, because I guess one hill of trauma wasn't enough. Even better, this wasn't just any Silent Hill project. This was a power move from a dream team of epic proportions. Hideo Kojima, the man, the myth, I just made a 10-minute cutscene because I can, was directing this. Guillermo del Toro, who builds monsters like sad poetry in motion, was co-directing. And starring in it as our main protagonists, well, let's see if you can guess. Sophia! Man, get the hell away from me, Sophia! If you couldn't tell by that ridiculous outburst that I just had, it's Norman Reedus. And this was pre-Death Stranding. Back when he still had both feet on the ground and wasn't carrying babies across post-apocalyptic America. This game had everything. This could have been a horror game to define the decade. And then poof, gone. Like a ghost in the night. The demo vanished from the PlayStation Store. All development of Silent Hills stopped. And just like that, it was over. Fans were left crying in corners, clutching their PS4 hard drives like it was precious relics from a bygone era. So what the heck happened? Well, here's where the plot thickens. Cue the dramatic thunderclap. Kojima, at the time, was working under the big old corporate umbrella of Konami. And if you know anything about big old Konami, post 2010, you know things were getting a little weird. This was a company that once pumped out classic after classic. But at this time, Konami decided they were done making good games. What if instead we could make money? Like mobile game and pachinko game money. Kojima, being Kojima, was off making Metal Gear Solid 5. Like it was a Hollywood blockbuster. Massive environments, open world systems, celebrity actors. It had everything, including a massive price tag. And reportedly, that did not go over well with Konami. The official story is that Kojima's contract expired, but in reality, it's very possible that Konami was just trying to reel him in, but because he's such a creative wild card, he just wasn't having it. What followed after this was an extremely awkward and extremely corporate breakup. Kojima was allegedly banned from attending the Game Award. His name started disappearing from the Metal Gear marketing like it never existed, and he was put on extended vacation, which is business speak for you're fired, but we're trying to act like it's mutual so that our stock prices don't drop. And with Kojima out, the main developer and producer of this PT Silent Hill game, it was gone. And that means not only was PT canceled, it was erased, meaning we're never getting that, ever. Konami pulled it from the PlayStation Store and they didn't just unpublish it. They made it even impossible to re-download. Even if you owned it and it was in your library, they were trying to erase it like it never existed. Why? Well, that's the million-dollar mystery. Was it revenge? Was it legal? Was it just corporate spite? Who knows? Maybe all three. But what we do know is that PT was caught in the crossfire of the ugliest breakup in gaming history. And just to add insult to injury, Konami claimed that they were still dedicated to the Silent Hill franchise. Which, okay, sure, because they have Silent Hill F coming out. But what have we seen from you guys, other than this release of Silent Hill F? I mean, we haven't received anything good from them since PT. And even Silent Hill F is still getting like a mix, like, it's not at Silent Hill, it's in Japan or wherever it is. I'll throw it up on screen. But luckily, Kojima, the GOAT, landed on his feet. Sony picked him up, handed him a blank check and said, go wild, which he did with Death Stranding. And whether you loved it or you stared at it like it was some fever dream involving ghosts and sad dads, you can't deny that it was 100% Kojima, unfiltered and weird as hell. And Guillermo del Toro went on to win an Oscar for The Shape of Water, so he's fine. And Norman Reedus, he's still sweaty. But PT, that little hallway lives on in legend. It inspires countless indie horror games with the idea of looping gameplay while every loop changes and becomes more terrifying. And even though it was just a demo, it's listed at least in the top 10, maybe even top 5 of best horror games of all time. It's kind of poetic, honestly. PT was about a ghost, a remnants of the past. And now it is a masterpiece we'll never fully see again, locked away in the foggy purgatory of what could have been. But man, what a way to announce a game. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, man. I really hope you did enjoy. If you want to hear me talk about Silent Hill F or any other games, let me know down in the comments, and make sure to leave a like. When these videos are received well, I know that I'm heading in the right direction of something you would enjoy. But with that being said, click on any of these videos right here. Everything I put out is at my 100% best, so you'll like any of them. But with that being said, I really hope you did enjoy today's video. God bless, my friends, and we'll see you next time.
Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo del Tomo. Toro, not Tomo. Yo, I'm too white for this, bro. I suck at Spanish names.